From high atop Healthcare Hill in Central Maryland, this is BSN Headline News. Today's top story is Bon Secours Strategic Quality Plan. What is Bon Secours Strategic Quality Plan? Well, every 3 years, Bon Secours takes a strategic look at where we are and where we are going, and asks the question, how do we want to get there? The answer is the Strategic Quality Plan. Called A Future Filled with Hope, the Strategic Quality Plan, or SQP, is guided by the mission and the expectations of Bon Secours Ministries, the health system's sponsor. The current SQP runs fiscal year 2010 through fiscal year 2012. So we finished fiscal year 2010 in August and are now into the second year of this SQP. And since this is the start of a new year, we thought we might revisit the SQP and its various elements. The Strategic Quality Plan has 4 strategic goals. They are: partner with our communities to co-create a more humane world, improve health, and model social justice. Create an extraordinary individual experience of care. Become a trusted health partner by providing exceptional lifelong value and liberating the potential of our people to serve. Additionally, each of these goals has key strategies for achieving them as well as outcomes. If you'd like to review the SQP, you can find it online on IRIS. Just look for the Strategic Quality Plan link under the Side Notes section of the BSN Welcome page. The Bon Secours Strategic Quality Plan, a future filled with hope. In other news, Bon Secours Ministries' directional statement expands on the idea of a future filled with hope by establishing 6 calls. One of those calls reads, "Faithful to the charism of Bon Secours Ministries as sponsor of BSN, call all within BSN to a future filled with hope, reflecting a deepened awareness of the stewardship entrusted to us for God's creation through thoughtful programs to ensure ecological sustainability and our involvement in global ministries." Today, we want to tell you about some work that has been taking place in the global ministries arena, specifically a boys' shelter in South Africa. Now, you may or may not know that about 3 years ago, the Sisters of Bon Secours started working at an antiretroviral healthcare clinic in Limpopo, South Africa, and we will talk more about that specific mission in a later broadcast. But what was discovered shortly after getting involved in the healthcare clinic was that because of growing political and economical crisis in Zimbabwe, the area in and around the clinic was being flooded with young refugees looking for work, most penniless and homeless. Shortly thereafter, Our Lady of Peace Parish in Mikado opened a shelter for young boys run by Father Frank Gallagher, MSc. Today, many of the boys are going to school and making good progress as the parish continues to struggle to make ends meet. That's where BSN comes into play. Thanks to a generous donation from Bon Secours Health System, the boys got new bunk beds, and you can see the excitement in their eyes. Most of them had never slept in a bed in their lives. Of course, there are many more activities going on in the South Africa mission, and you can learn more on the sisters' work in South Africa by going to www.bonsecoursvocations.org. Then click this photo of the children in South Africa. Bon Secours Ministries' call for a deepened awareness of our involvement in global ministries is not lost in the eyes of these young South African boys, because together we can be faithful to our call and the promise we make to be good help to those in need in the communities we serve. Finally, and sticking with the directional statement, another of the calls in Bon Secours Ministries' directional statement reflects an inclusive community of service that encourages diversity and affirms all persons and their unique gifts to bring about the good work God has entrusted to us in responding to the needs of the communities served. Today, we want to share with you some work that our material management team has quietly been conducting for many years. We had a chance to talk with Ron Brady, Vice President, Material Management, and discovered that material management is very much involved in this idea of an inclusive community of service. Here's Ron.
I'm Ron Brady. I'm Vice President of Material Management. I work in the corporate office, and I'm responsible for contracting for the goods and services that the company uses. We have a pretty sophisticated sourcing process. Our sourcing decisions are driven by clinicians. So Bon Secours is a very large member of a national group purchasing organization, but often those contracts don't meet our needs and require us to negotiate contracts directly with vendors. We take our obligations to the community seriously. We like to look for opportunities to grow our business relationships with minority and women-owned suppliers. We see Bon Secours as an economic engine in the community. In order to meet our business needs, often negotiate contracts with national suppliers. At the same time, we try to balance that with the opportunities to help the communities grow by contracting for services and products where we can with these local minority and women-owned businesses. We also work with the local facilities to identify vendor opportunities. For instance, there is a National Minority Council. Bon Secours is a member of that, and information that we obtain we share with the local facilities. We also encourage them to participate in local chapters of those minority councils. We, at Bon Secours anyway, feel that improving and expanding our relationship with minority vendors is important because it's critical to our mission as well as it helps our communities that we serve. From a business standpoint, there are challenges. They're not insurmountable. But from the standpoint of Bon Secours and our mission and what it is we're trying to accomplish, it's not a conflict.
Bon Secours Material Management, responding to the needs of the communities we serve through application of an inclusive community of service attitude applied to material management. Well, that's it for this week. Stay tuned to this portal for future up-to-the-minute information on these and other stories on BSN Headline News. I'm Dave Schlachter. Thanks for joining us. BSN Headline News is a production of Bon Secours Productions and is solely responsible for its content.